Yeah, Steel City Sports Roll back at you, man. Make sure you check out the website. Give us a call today. We've got a lot of great stuff. We're going to review the draft and, just a lot of great things. Make sure you call. Give us your draft grades. We're going to get it started. What's going on, Claudio, Fillmore, Big Ralph?
Great to see you guys. Great to see you guys always.
What's up, Ralph? How you doing? Ralph,
I'm Mike. How you doing there? Good. Yes, I'm here.
There you go, Ralph.
All right,
there you go, my guy.
What up, Jim? What's up, Jim?
Good.
Hey, Jim.
We got a great show. Make sure you give us a call. The number's on the screen, 412-530-5063, or you can stream it. I'm going to open that up in a few minutes. But let's get it started off, man. We got a busy show. We want to get through everything. Claudio, what you got for us? You huddle up.
All right, good to see everybody. You know what? You have to give Pittsburgh, everybody involved, including the fans, an A, grade A for the draft. I mean, they did fantastic. There was no major issues. The traffic was good. Everything was good. And the people behaved for the most part, I guess. Again, there was no major news. So you got to give Pittsburgh a ton of credit. I knew it was going to go well, and I knew Pittsburgh fans would come rise to the top because, as I've always said, there's no better fans than Pittsburgh fans. So congratulations to Pittsburgh.
Okay, short and sweet. All right, Claudio. Smoking Jim, what you got for us?
Hey, Lou, Claudio.
What's up, Jim?
Hey, Luther, that was a beautiful, beautiful poster you made for Claudio's Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Luther.
All right, yeah, for sure. I'm going to show that.
Thank you.
Luther, I've known you 30 years. You never done anything for me. But, hey, what round did the Pittsburgh Steelers draft that black pole out? Was that the fifth round?
Who are you talking about?
He's talking about Nowakowski. He's talking
about
It's probably only one of them in the world. Hey, look here. In the first round, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted another Jermaine Stevens. Claudio, even Tom Ricketts raised the eyebrow to that thing. Listen, this boy got the technique of Tony Mandridge. He's Broderick Jones 2.0. Hey, listen, why don't they just bring back Leon the Bum Searcy or bring back John Rienstra? Hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers are known for the first round bust, and they went all the way to Nigeria to get the next one.
I don't know, Jim, man. You kind of think you're kind of rough on him. We'll get in that in a little bit, but that'll be your guy that we start off with. Jim, you always mess me up, man, when I have to go after you, man, because I never know where you're going, man. You're always off. You're always off. But listen, draft, man, it was great. Pittsburgh pulled it off. We talked about the traffic. There wasn't traffic. If you didn't go, you really missed out, man. I ran into Fillmore down there. I ran into Sean was down there. I ran into a lot of people. Yeah. It was amazing. Got a chance to talk to WTAE as well. So it was a fun time. The city pulled it off, set a record, 805,000. People didn't think it could be done. It was done. We'll get into that a little bit later, but just an excellent time, man. And I really enjoyed my time. Any thoughts you had, Fillmore? Because I'm trying to pull something up.
Yeah. Pittsburgh on its own has 302,000 people as residents. On Thursday, there were 320,000 people on the North Shore. You see what I'm saying? And like Claudio said, man, there was no fights. There was no craziness, no riffraff. They did it, man. Man, it was all right. No riffraff. I take it back there, Yeah, see, yeah. But it was a good time, man. It was stuff on Market Square. There was stuff at the point. Man, if we can handle this, we could handle a Super Bowl.
There you go. That's right.
Look at the weather, but the only thing is the weather. Last time, they try to keep it somewhere where it's a little nicer and warmer during that.
You know what though? They have that. What do they call that thing with hockey? where they have it outdoors in January. It sells out. It kind of adds to the mystique. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice if it was a little snow for a Super Bowl?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. Listen, before we get into the draft, man, got to send a shout out to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. They're 0-2. Stephon Diggs, Klay Thompson. Give a shout out to them. They did a song together. Now they're 0-2 in sports. They gotta move 0-2 in sports, 0-2 in rappers. They gotta move out. You know what I mean? There's a couple other single guys out there, not rappers and not athletes. They may have a better chance with, man. But let's get into this draft. Make sure you give us a call. Smoking Jim. Start us off with the first pick, man. That was your assignment. I know you kind of briefly touched on it, but give us his size, his measurables. What do you think that you didn't say earlier? Is there anything else you want to add? Because there's some things I need to add on that one, Jim.
Well, Megan Stallion can get me anytime she wants to, bro. Listen, listen. First of all, you guys may not agree. I don't know. Fillmore probably would. We agree a lot. But the Pittsburgh Steelers been preparing to make a splash at this draft. They was going to take Ty Simpson. I've been saying that all along. It broke their heart when the Rams moved up and took a player that their coach didn't even want. And that messed up the Pittsburgh Steelers' plan. I don't think that they was that high on Lemon. When they didn't get Lemon, when they illegally tampered with Lemon, and again, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, if it was me, they'd be fined their first-round draft pick next year and some money. You can't do that. They give you 8 minutes. You cannot talk to players when you're not on the clock. So the Steelers do a lot of cheating like every other team. Like the Oakland Raiders said before, when the Steelers accused them of being a criminal element in the National Football League, Oakland proved in court that the Steelers were the real criminals. Hey, listen, I think they should have took Casey Concepcion at that point. It would have saved them. They messed up so much in the draft because they wouldn't have had to take this fake punt returner from Iowa in the 4th round because Concepcion can return punts. A lot of stuff they wouldn't have had to do. This guy can be your running back. He can be your short yardage guy. If you need somebody to stutter and go, you can go. He can do that too. Listen, they reached. This is a guy that was second team all Big 12, which got the, you know what I mean? That man would be honorable mention. The best offensive tackle they picked in the draft, and he was my number 1 tackle and guard. I had him ahead of both the Samoans, guy for Utah and the guy for Penn State, is Dunker. Dunker was 2-time All-American. He was a Joe Moore Award winner, which goes to the best offensive lineman in the nation. And if there's an opening at tackle, even though the Steelers may want to move in the guard, Max will get somebody killed in there if you put him in there. The guy never played no high school football. He can barely bench press his weight. I've yet to see him. I went back and watched every film he ever played in, which wasn't much. Even his junior college film, he's never had one pancake block. Y'all say he got good feet. He got happy feet. He's dancing around. Block somebody, knock somebody on their butt. Hey, man, listen. This was a major, major reach for a team that wants to win right now. They needed it. That's 3 out of 4 years that they drafted an offensive tackle, and again, they didn't get it right.
Wow. So what's your grade on that? Just that pick, Jim?
That's an F. That's an F right now.
Round, you gave Max an F?
Listen, I said before the draft that all 12 draft picks, if the Steelers draft them right, can make this team because this team ain't that good. I said they can all make this team, but I would cut him right now. He'd be a first round cut. And so I would cut him and that bum from Notre Dame Angel Rubio's son. Angel wasn't, his daddy wasn't no good, and he ain't no good.
All right, man. Can we get to the next one? All right. Wow. All right. So you get out of the F. Listen, I gave it, and we'll go round robin. I give it a C because there's no reason they didn't get Makai Lemon. This is the guy you wanted. They were on the phone with him. Once you got past 10, they should have moved up. If that's your guy, you want to make a splash, make the splash. Don't wait on them. And that's what they did, and it blew up in their face. It was ridiculous that they didn't get him. The energy in the whole draft party, the stadium, everybody was upset with this pick. You know, they were embarrassed in their hometown where they're hosting. I give it a C. I think it was definitely a reach. They could have moved back and got this guy. I don't like it at all. All right, Claudio, what you got on that?
They probably could have waited and gotten him, but I like the pick. Okay, from what I've seen of him, he's got great upper body strength. Maybe he can't bench press, but like Bum Phillips said, they asked him, Earl Campbell runs a slow 40. He said, well, if I need somebody to run a 40, I won't give it to him. You know, so if they need somebody to bench press, they won't get Max to do it. But he looked like he had good upper body strength whenever he was blocking. He looked like he was manhandling a lot of these guys, and he had great feet. Soccer player, basketball player, so he's a good athlete. Is he going to learn better technique and mechanics? Of course he will. And one thing, like I said earlier, yes, he hasn't played a whole lot of ball, but my toughest job as a coach is to unteach or teach what the mistakes that hitters have made. Okay, this kid hasn't been taught anything improper yet, maybe. So maybe it'll be a little bit easier to mold him into a good pro. I like the pick. He seems like a nice young man. I think from what I've seen on some highlights and at the Senior Bowl and at the combines, but especially some highlights, like I said, he looked like he was manhandling people without a whole lot of effort. So back to what I was saying about when I see a hitter doing something wrong, it's hard to unteach that because he's been so used to doing it. So maybe this is a benefit for Max. I think it was a good pick. Again, Luther, could they have gotten him a little bit later on? Yes. But absolutely. I think he could be a sleeper. I like the position. I wanted them to get an offensive lineman.
Good call. All right, Big Rome. Then we'll go Ralph and Fillmore. Your thoughts?
I give it a B. Like we talked about projects and not real keen on projects, but he has a very high ceiling. He's really athletic. So I like what that brings to the table. If our offensive line coaches are worth their salt, they'll develop him. He has the body type to put on like maybe 5 or 10 more pounds of muscle. I like what he has to do. What makes me leery, I think, is because he plays primarily at right tackle. So we already have a right tackle. Who's moving to left? That's my biggest problem. But I'm watching this tape that we're rolling on the backfield, and I'm seeing pancakes. I'm seeing people hit the floor that he's putting on there. He's moving his hands. He's moving his hips. So I don't know what Jim was talking about, but I see a lot more than what was being told up to this point. And I think that with his high ceiling, he could be one of our better offensive linemen, one of our better offensive tackles that we had in quite some time.
All right, Ralph. Okay. All right, you gave it an A or B?
I gave it a B.
All right, Ralph, what you got on this, Ralph?
Well, Omar Khan got exposed in this draft, and I'm going to put it that way because, Smoking Jim was right when he said he's a numbers cruncher because after this incident, I've come to find out that is the case. But I'm going to give this guy a C for right now because I want to see what the offensive line coach can do with this guy. If he can mold him into a NFL offensive lineman, we don't know. We're not familiar with too much of Mike McCarthy's staff. There's a few guys that we are familiar with, but not really. But, so we're going to find out. That's why I'm going to give him a C for now.
All right. What you got, Fillmore?
One real quick. Jerry Jones is upset because George Pickens didn't sign a contract So this is his way of getting back at the Steelers for having the Eagles. He traded to his division rival.
His division
So the
rival.
Steelers. That's how you know it's because sour grapes about Pickens. It was sour grapes about Pickens. Jerry Jones did that. I don't care. Nobody say Jerry Jones is petty. All right. So, but I give it a C because when you're drafting a first round talent in the top 20s, you want him to be a starter. I don't see him being a starter at left tackle, and he's not currently better than our right tackle. So we basically drafted a third round pick in the first round. So I like Big Rome said, if he moved to left tackle, he becomes a project because he's a career right tackle. If he starts at right tackle, then he's replacing our best lineman at right tackle. So that weakens the team. That was a horrible pick. Actually, Caleb Lomu, left tackle from Utah, the Patriots moved up to pick him. They should have got him.
Yes. Yes.
Phil Moore is the man.
All right.
Utah.
So, all right, let's go. Let's start with the second pick. I'll go that one. Jeremy Bernard, Alabama wide receiver. I had him going in the second round. He could have easily gone in the first round. I like the pick. I think this was their best pick, clearly, in the entire draft. He's a guy that doesn't drop the ball. He catches everything. Great hands, good enough speed. He's the best route runner in this whole draft. I mean, he gets open by how he moves, catches everything. He's a willing blocker. We've seen that. I mean, look at the moves. Look at the route. Catches everything with his hands. He's going to be a very reliable slot receiver. I love the pick. It's an A. He does everything you want with a number 2. Best route runner. Whoever's under center, they're going to lean on this guy. And he's going to block his behind off. Great pick. This is the best pick of the draft. I give it an A. He could have easily gone in the first round in some people's eyes, but great pick. They tried to redeem themselves for fumbling and, getting caught with their pants down and not getting lemon. Great pick. I give this an A. All right. Fillmore, what you got on this? We'll get some of the comments later. Y'all can call in too.
They immediately replaced Calvin Austin with this draft, with this pick right here. Immediately replaced. He will be the starting slot receiver in between DK Metcalf and Michael Pittman Jr. Great pick. I give it an A.
Okay. All right, we got 2 A's on the board. Ralph?
I'll give this guy a B. I haven't seen much of what he can do, but from what you're showing me here, it looks like he could be all I have to say is you can't help the club if you're in the tub. That was Calvin Austin, but I hope it's not this guy, so we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Big Row, and then we'll go Claudio.
I like almost everything about him. His speed isn't top notch, but everything else that he brings to the table is almost like a Swiss Army knife. Right. So I like his ability to get open. I like the fact that he doesn't drop passes, and he's willing to line up and block people. That reminds me of like a Hines Ward type. I love wide receivers that can block. So we got 3 wide receivers who's willing to put their blocking on the table, which frees up the running attack, and he's able to catch the ball when given an opportunity. So I like that. I give it an A.
Okay. All right. High grades. Claudio.
You guys hit it on the head. All-around wide receiver. He can go short, deep, good hands, great sharp route running, good speed. A lot of people have been saying the same thing, the same name, Deebo Samuels. And like Big Rome said, Swiss Army knife. He can do multiple things. In baseball, they call it a 5-tool player. This kid has all the tools. And I think it was a steal at number 2. And I think he's a fantastic addition with DK Pittman, who you guys know, Jim and Luther. I like that. I thought the Steelers should have drafted him several years ago, but now they got him as a veteran. I think they've really ratcheted up their wide receiver room, and I really like this kid. And he's a smart young man as well, so I think it was a great pick.
Okay. All right. Smoking Jim, your thoughts? What is that?
I thought since me and Fillmore always agree, you was going to pass me up. But hey, I gave this pick. I like the pick. I gave it a solid B. This is a guy that will always be a number 2 receiver. He reminds me a little bit of Reggie Wayne, a guy that'll have on his tombstone, I was number 2 everywhere I've been. You know, he's good, but with 58 wide receivers taken, a record for wide receivers and tight ends, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who need wide receivers, only drafted 1. They ought to be ashamed of themselves.
All right, we'll get in that a little bit later. All right, Claudio, set us up with our 3rd round pick.
Quarterback Drew Allar, Penn State, 6'5", 228, has all the tools. Maybe at Penn State he didn't grow. Maybe it'll take him a little bit more time to be who he can be, to fill out, not physically, but just his overall game. I like him. He can move. He's got a very good arm. Again, maybe I'm sure they'll work on his technique. He has time to. I doubt he's going to be the starter this year, so he's going to have time to grow. I like the pick a lot. I know now at number 1, of course not. Number 2, maybe not. But at number 3, I thought it was a very good pick. And I kind of think he may end up being the quarterback for the Steelers in the future because Will Howard, although everybody was talking about him, that was not a McCarthy pick. Okay, so this is a McCarthy pick. He's going to want his guy. That's just human nature. You're going to want your guy. And again, he has all the tools, big boy. My friend, one of my best friends, Nick Kaplack, was a baseball coach, a football coach at Medina, and he has a lot of good things to say about him personally and on the field. So I like the pick.
Okay. All right. Smoker Jim, your thoughts on Drew?
I gave the pick an A. I believe in players with upside. Taylon Green would have been my pick there. The Steelers blew it, but hey, listen, like Claudio said it, I couldn't say it any better. 6'5", 230 in high school. He passed for 4,000 yards and 48 touchdowns as a senior. He was Mr. Ohio. The guy, his junior year, he hit Tyler Warren for 104 passes for 1,300 yards. Tyler Warren may go down as the greatest tight end in college and NFL history. So this is a guy that has the potential. He can make every NFL throw. He got the look that you're looking for. He's a pocket passer. He's this, he's that. He hasn't done it on the field, I'll give you that. But I'm willing to give him a year coaching and see if he develops. If not, you throw him away and you draft you a quarterback next year.
All right. I'll go next, man. I hate this pick. I give it a D for dumb. Listen, I saw this guy his whole career at Penn State. I was never impressed. He has all the measurables. He's 6'5", 228, but he has slow eyes. He doesn't read the field well. He has a horrible feel for the game. I don't expect much. I don't think he was the right answer. It was clearly a reach. There's no reason he should have gone in the 3rd round by the Steelers. Everybody had him going in the 5th or 6th round. This is a weak quarterback draft, and he is one of the weaker quarterbacks. I hate this pick. This is one of 2 quarterbacks I'm pleading with him not to get, and they went and got this guy anyway. He's not a starting quarterback. He didn't have it at Penn State. 2 of the worst throws I've seen over the last couple years. He blew Penn State's opportunity at a national championship, didn't complete one pass to a receiver, threw late across the middle, and cost him a chance at a championship. Doesn't have the leadership skills. You know, basically, he's just a quarterback version of Lima Swede. Measurables are there, but he just doesn't have it. All right. Fillmore, what you got on that?
Hey, man, he is the best quarterback since Landry Jones. And that's exactly who we met. Man, Drew is as good as chitlin juice. Okay, he is that much. That's how much he's worth to me. He's chitlin juice. That's what he is to me. Man, yo, he couldn't pass gas with 5 beans and some neck bones. He's garbage. So he can't do it. After his first read, it's a wrap. It's over after his first read. They're taking a chance in the 3rd round to pick Landry Jones. He's left in Dragic. Come on, man. Hey, you gave it a D. That was generous. I gave it an E. It's ineffective. It's over. Dumb pick. Stupid pick.
All right, I like that, Ralph. I mean, Fillmore. Ralph, what you got for us? So we come to Big Rum. Go ahead, Ralph.
All right. Once again, I got to give this pick a C. And the reason, again, is the Steelers have Mike McCarthy, Tom Arth, and they have this Steve Babinich. He's the offensive assistant to the quarterbacks. They have he has 3 people, plus Frank Signetti Jr., that are 4 people that are going to work to get this guy into shape as a quarterback in the NFL. That's why I gave him a C. Again, I want to see what this coaching staff can do with this guy. Maybe he can mold him into the right quarterback that everyone doesn't see, but we'll see what he does, and that's all we can do. So I give him a C.
agree with you, Ralph. I think the coaching will play a lot, and I think having a tough year this past year at Penn State. You have 2 choices, as they say, fight or flight. And I think he'll fight. I think it'll improve him. He has the arm. You have to be. Joe Namath once said, great quarterbacks are made, not born. I don't necessarily agree with that. You have to have the tools first and foremost. And I think he has the tools. Now he has to utilize them. They have to be brought out of him. He has to work hard. He does have to improve his mechanics a little bit, but the knowledge of the game division, which I think he will.
Terrible pick. Go ahead, Big Rum. What you got on this?
I give it a B-. I think that, first of all, he went to Penn State, and Penn State will stink forever and a day. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what comes out of there. It's going to come out stinking. The beauty of it is that he's not being brought here to be a starting quarterback this very second. The quarterback coaches, the offensive coordinators, the head coach, they're all about development. That's what we're here to bring to the table. Just like the 6th-round draft pick that we picked last year, it's all about development. None of them cats are drafted in the 1st round to come out the gate barnstorming. So I think you're putting a little bit too much weight on these developmentals, as if they're supposed to come out the gate starting the first year. I mean, the first game of the season over here. That's the weight that I'm not putting on his back. So as a draft pick, it's a high reward. He has all the physical tools. If you get the mentals of Penn State out of him and actually reading the defenses correctly, he'll be able to do something, and that's what counts. Okay. So I give it a B-. I like, as all the quarterbacks, I didn't expect to pick a quarterback that was going to start right away. So what are you going to do? You're going to pick somebody with high physical tools, and that's exactly what they did. So I respect that.
Okay.
If he doesn't pan out, it wouldn't be the first 3rd-round draft pick that we discarded. But he's not going to be the quarterback that we're going to get next year. So that's all I'm worried about. But if he shines out, then we got some options for next year. So it's a win-win situation.
We have depth. Yes, exactly. Right.
All right. Pensman said QB2. He's going to check out the Pens game. I think it's still tied. We'll see. I think their season comes to an end tonight, unfortunately. All right, let's go with the 4th pick. We got Dalen Everett. What you got for us, Fillmore?
Oh, okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Dalen Everett, 6'1" cornerback from Georgia. He ran like a 4.38. I like him. I like him because he's a physical cornerback. He's a willing tackler. I mean, he'll stick his nose in there. I appreciate this pick. They got some speed and size at the corner position at the developmental spot when you already have 3 legit corners right there. And Corey Trice might be the victim of this draft. He might be the one that not make the team after staying so long, hanging around for years. I like this pick. He does have some mechanical issues. I was watching some of the highlights on his thing. He does great in zone coverage, especially a cover 2. Man to man, he's sticky because he's handsy. So he can learn from the best handsy corner in the league and Joey Porter on how to touch somebody and not get called for it. So I like it. I like the pick. I give it like a B minus. There was a couple other corners that could have been there, but that's a good value pick. He went exactly where he should have went as far as third round in the draft around that time. So I like that pick. Give it a B minus.
Okay. All right. We got Mark Britt. Let's get Mark Britley, then we'll finish the rest of this round 4. Mark, what's on your mind, Mark?
Hello, Mark.
Hey guys, how's everybody, man? I just like throw out a couple questions and I'll hang up and get your response. But I'm just curious about an overall grade of the NFL draft here in Pittsburgh. What you guys think? My 2 cents is I think that we were kind of pumped by the. We've been victimized by the NFL's marketing because I don't think it ever really hit the way it was supposed to. You know, I live 30 seconds from the stadium, and I've never seen the crowd. I've spoke to businesses around there who were around the stadium who did not get what they got, of course, and then the marketing on the way out the door, they said, we made the record numbers. I mean, I'm just curious, how did you count? If I come down to the point or to where the draft was, on Thursday, you count me. And then if I come on Friday, then you count me again. And if I come on Saturday, you count me again. So is that how they arrived at their numbers? Second thing, I don't know much about the new guys that you're talking about, the quarterback. Disappointed if it's listening to what you guys are saying. I still believe that the depth chart on the Steelers quarterback is average at best. I think they're going to all struggle, and I'm just curious to see why does Aaron get the kind of, white glove treatment that he get? He can hold out and have people waiting and not making a decision. And I'm curious, the question there is he that marketable to be shopped around at 43? And then why and how does he get the kind of openness that they allow him to kind of hold up the whole system to determine that? The final question is, did you guys hear in the news about some guy that was arrested and he made a fake ID, made it through security, made it through the credentialing on the stage, actually got on stage and was getting ready to announce a pick for the Steelers, and then he was arrested or pulled off the stage? Did you guys anything about
I did see that. Man, Staples does some good work. He went to Staples and made his press credentials. and that's a wild story.
Jim was just playing, though. Jim didn't mean any harm, though.
And he was trying to fight Le'Veon Bell. That guy had a whole story, Mark. That's a wild
really? I didn't see that part. I thought it was funny. And of course, it'll be another thing that they'll have to tighten up when they move on. But as much as I wanted to participate, I just thought it was just a lot of overkill. When they set the rules to come to the draft, you had to have clear bags. You couldn't do this. They had 70 dogs in bomb units. And then that, I can deal with all that. But the biggest one, they said you were not allowed to bring any folding chairs. I said, are you kidding me? To stand there for hours and not be able to be comfortable. So I don't know, but I understand it. And it's a very highly popular sport. But I just think that we were in the midst of one of the best marketing campaigns by one of the best companies in the United States and national and internationally, because they had us all hyped. Look at the money that the city spent in preparation, and so I just did we break even or did we get something from it? But I'll hang up and listen to you guys. Thank you so much, man. Talk to you guys.
All right, appreciate it. Mark always calls with the information. My thoughts on it. Yeah, I think unless you're in that bubble, the small businesses did not feel the effect of it at all. I went to all 3 events. the stage. If you're in the bubble, you made money. Outside that, even down to the strip, they didn't make the money that they thought they were going to make. But the bubble, they kept everything in the bubble. They had food there, they had vendors and everything there, high-priced food. But yeah, I was disappointed that the community didn't have much of effect.
The surrounding community didn't make any money.
It was just in that bubble. And outside of that, they weren't going to Lawrenceville or the Strip or Homewood or anywhere else to spend money. So they didn't see it. And a lot of those small businesses picked up people, hired more staff, and didn't reap the benefits. So that's kind of sad. But it was the first time. People have to, adjust how they do things in the future. I don't know if anybody else, Filmer, you were down there as well. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Look, if you're not from Pittsburgh, how the heck would you know what the Strip District is?
Yeah.
You're not going. Why would you even go to Carson Street? Why would you go to Butler? You don't know that. You don't know. All you know is the draft is over here. Oh, these events are close. I'm gonna stay here. So if the city don't advertise the adjacent places, you're not going to. If you're not from here, how the heck are you going to know?
Yeah.
And how are you going to get there? I mean, that's a long walk.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, and nobody, a lot of people are using bus
public transportation, Claudia.
What's that? Well, the thing is, you don't want to lose your spot. You don't want to lose your spot. It isn't like it's a festival where you can walk around and see different things. You don't want to lose your spot, so people they're not going to go.
Good point.
All right. Hey, Luther, can I address a comment real quick here?
Go ahead. You talk about Pensman?
Can I address a comment here real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Pensman made a comment, and it is true because I was the one that put it out there because I got it from a pretty reliable source. I'm not happy with the NFL, and if you've heard some of the stuff I've said, they did not take care of our first responders and the Pittsburgh police and the state police. They gave them a half a cup and a styrofoam cup by the Salvation Army, beans and rice. Now, I don't have a problem with beans and rice, but I have a problem with the way they were treated. Okay, they were there for 12 or more hour shifts, and this town has got to stop this. They have to start treating our first responders and our police a little bit better. And I don't not only blame the NFL, I blame the city for this because they should have stepped up and told the NFL, hey, look, but if it wasn't for Giant Eagle giving 1,500 lunches or whatever out to these people, this would have been a total disaster. And these first responders and police and all that. That's a problem I have. So other than that,
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to add anything to that? Let's jump in. I'm gonna get Sean, but let's finish going through round 4 real quick. Any thoughts on Dalen Everett?
I think it was a good pick.
I didn't get a bite at the apple, but I want to say Big Rome very well said about the quarterback situation. Very well said. I gave Everett an A.
Okay. All right. Ralph, you had Gunners. You had Jennings Dunker from Iowa. Set it up for us.
Yeah, Jennings Dunker, 6'5", 315. I like this guy. I give him an A. He's a very aggressive blocker, and I've said this many times. When linemen come out of Iowa, there are some good linemen. Running backs come out of Iowa. Tight ends come out of Iowa. We have seen it with Kurt Ferentz and his teams at Iowa. Very aggressive guy, can block, and he has all the tools. And this guy probably will be a starter. And we need to deal with the guard spot with Salmalu leaving. And this guy can play guard, center, and tackle. So I mean, and he looks the part too. If you look at him, he looks the part. Hey, I can play this game. I'm aggressive. He's got the long hair like Kevin Green. The things like that. Except it's red. But I like this guy. I give him an A. And he has the right size and everything else for that. Jaw. There you go.
Yeah, he got the mullet. He got the red hair that Jim
yes.
likes. Yeah. I love the pick too. I think he really has a chance to. Jim, I think he has a chance to start at that guard position. He can fight
yes.
with a press,
absolutely
with the left guard options, and I think he'll have every opportunity to start. So we'll see what happens. But I give that a solid B plus. I think that was great value to get him that low. And some people had him going early as the second round. So that's a tremendous pick. Smoking Jim, jump on this.
Well, again, in my draft report, which I've been doing for 38 years, Luther hasn't supported it. My draft report, he was my number one guard and my number one tackle. This is a guy that was a two-time All-American, not a second team All Pac-12. He was the Joe Moore Award winner. Joe Moore was the greatest offensive line coach in the history of football, and he was voted the number one lineman there. He's strong. This boy will throw a bale of hay for a record toss. That's what he does. He's strong. He's a brute, and he's like Ralph said, he's going to be a fan favorite. They're already wearing the red head wigs or orange or whatever mullets that he wears. But he's a fan favorite, and he can play. He's position flexibility. He can play guard or tackle. And if the Pittsburgh Steelers really need a tackle, this is the guy they're going to go to. Because if they go to Max, he's going to get somebody killed.
Man, he's not.
Aaron Rodgers playing the last test of game one.
Guard. He's playing. He's going to be a guard, Jim. I don't see him as a tackle, Jim. No way he's playing tackle at the next level.
And we know how you feel about redheads, Lou.
Whatever, Jim. That's you that get caught up in somebody's lips and somebody's red hair. I gave him a B. He's going to be a guard, not a tackle, though, Jim. All right, Claudio, your thoughts?
I like the pick. He's got some nasty in him, and like Ralph said, he's used to playing, physical and being a good blocker for the backs. It's like Penn State used to be called linebacker U. USC years ago produced a ton of great running backs. Iowa does great with offensive line. But what everybody's missing is he going to be able to give Phil more tickets? That's the question.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That's the question.
That's it right there. That you talking now, man. Like,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. And look, and you said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump the gun real quick, but you said he got the look. He looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan in 1989. Okay,
that's right. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hey, Phil, I'll go get a piece of wood. I'll go get a piece of wood and hold it up.
Yeah, 2x4. I like him though, man. I give him a B plus. I like him, man. Great pick, man. I think he. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say an A because I think he will be a starter this year at the guard spot. So I give him an A.
Yeah, he will.
All right, Big Bro, your thought.
I give it an A minus. I think he might be a plug and play left guard. I'm excited about his energy. I'm excited about his toughness. If he can hold the fort on some of those pass blocks, I think we got something special right there. A gem in the making.
Nice catch. I saw that the earpiece fall out. Nice catch. You got a little pants for lineman. Most linemen don't have pants like that.
Reflexes like a cat. I keep telling you.
Oh, now come on. Oh, you just cut the earpiece. Now stop. All right, Ralph. What you think?
I already gave my. But that's my good friend Brian Pettit. He has a sports channel called the Sports Beat there, and he's formerly Tiger Stripes Media. He covers Clemson, and he also covers the San Francisco 49ers, and he works with me on Saturday morning on my Saturday sports show. So and also Pensman Sports as well.
You're the hardest working man in Reddit. You got a show every day of the week and twice on Sundays. And Saturday.
Yes, indeed. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's going to continue.
Rome, let's get you to do this, and we do have a call coming in. But Rome, get yours in first, real quick. Tell us.
All right, we got fourth round draft pick Caden Whedon. He's a wide receiver and a return specialist from Iowa. He averaged 17.7 yards per punt return, which is the highest in Big Ten history. He was an All-American. I give this a C. I'm not really – I like the fact that he's able to fill a void that we have, but yet and still we don't know what he's capable of with these new kickoff applications that the NFL has developed for the past couple years. So it
Great
remains
point.
to be seen if it's going to graduate from his talents in college to the league. So I'm a high hope type of guy. So I'm hoping that it plays out, but he has the ability, which I like. I just want to know if it translates. Punt returns, cool. Kickoff returns, we'll have to see to find out. But I think it was kind of hard to pick somebody like that as far as a specialist.
Yeah, Rome. That's great points. I definitely agree. I like the pick. I still think it was another reach. They reached again for a guy that was supposed to go a round or two later. People had him the 5th or 6th round. So I think it was a little. I think it was a little high for him for a specialist who's not going to play receiver. He does have value as a returner. I think he can help, but I think they took him too high. I think they could have waited and got him a little later and got a receiver that could help him a little more. But hey, if he flips the field like he's was doing in college, that's a great pick. But we got to wait and see about that one. So I give it a C as well. All right, Smoking Jim, we'll get everybody with this phone call.
Man, what a race. What a race. A lot of real football players in round 4. This was a very deep draft. To get a part-time player, hey, listen, Big Rome is probably the only one that remembers this guy, Tim Dwight. Tim Dwight was the best kick punt returner I've ever seen in college football. He was a world-class sprinter, All-American in the 100, 200-meter, 60-meter dash, record holder at one time, and he couldn't bust a grape in the National Football League. Number one, if you never caught a punt from an NFL punter, their punts is a lot different than the college punt. It's a lot higher. It's a lot harder to catch. And this guy, listen, the guys that break them in the National Football League don't necessarily have the greatest speed, although they can. Billy White Shoes Johnson, Antonio Brown, Deion Sanders. You got to have a little wiggle and vision. You just can't run and use your speed, which his speed is not as great as they thought. If Tim Dwight couldn't do it at a 4.240, this guy's not going to do it. What a waste of pick. I gave it a D.
A D. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's go. Ralph. Your thoughts?
Well,
go and Big Rome hit these phone calls.
Again, we have a different special teams coach. Maybe he can mold this kid into what he needs to be. We need help at the kick return spot and punt return. I've been barking for years about that. We finally got somebody, not who I wanted. I thought we should have tried to go after Desmond Reed from Pitt, but instead we took this guy. And so we'll see where he goes. He's in the same uniform as the Steelers, so we'll see if it connects. That's all I can. So I give him a C.
C. Back to back with Iowa. All right, Big Rome.
Okay, we got a 5th round draft pick. Is his name is Riley Nowakowski.
Yeah.
He played tight end at Iowa. Before then, I think he went to Wisconsin.
Right.
He primarily played H-back and tight end, but it seems like he's going to be primarily a fullback and H-back. He's basically going to be
Connor Hayward.
Connor Hayward.
He's going to be an XL version of Connor Hayward. So what he brings to the table at 6'2", 250 with our running attack, I expect us to get into the play action a little bit, but he's going to be that lead blocker, which I'm excited for because I didn't really think that Connor Hayward was all that. Even though he was doing a few things, I think that he's more capable of doing the things that they were looking for out of Connor Hayward. He's taller, he's bigger, he's stronger, and he got soft hands. So I'd say another one is a specialist at this point because fullbacks are like not necessarily a dime a dozen, but it's not in this league. Overall, I'll give that also a C.
Okay. All right, Smoking Jim, before we forget about you and get to this call. Jim.
Well, this Black Pollock, he was born with 2 strikes against. He may listen. Rome hit it on the head, but he didn't go far enough. He didn't just sit the bench at Wisconsin. He sat the bench for 5 years. He played 5 years at Wisconsin and never got off the bench. I don't know how he got a 6-year to go to Indiana. He did okay at Indiana. Got some good coaching. He got some nice size. But the 5th round for a guy that you should have got in the 7th round or a free agent is ridiculous. You needed some football players at that point. The best thing that maybe he can do is suck up to Cam Hayward and be the douche push.
Dang.
Dang.
You say the douche? I'm not even going to repeat what he
I
said.
gave that pick a D. I gave that pick a D.
Dang, Jim. All right, let's jump to the phone lines, man. Sean.
That's bugging.
Sean, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Okay, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Sean.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, Luther and Fillmore, was good to see y'all down at the draft week, and it was good to see y'all.
For sure.
Whoever didn't come down there, you missed. Hold on. All right, whoever didn't, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
We can hear you.
Now,
You're
like
good.
the commercial.
You're good.
Like the commercial. We hear you.
Sorry about that. Whoever didn't come down for the draft, you missed a wonderful opportunity. A lot of people in town. Thursday and Friday, weather was beautiful. Saturday was rain, but hey, we're in Pittsburgh, football weather. You know, just let the crowd know anytime we can get football weather down there. But it was a wonderful time. I actually came in town Thursday. Dominique Foxworth and Mina Kimes, they had an event, and in their event, it was a mock draft over on the south side, and they had a mock draft, and the player that they drafted in the mock draft for the Steelers, Big Max, that's who the Steelers actually got.
Wow.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. Luther got a picture of it, so I got it posted on my Facebook page. You can see it. One thing I am going to say about the city is that the biggest problem the city did was they, as far as parking, either parking garages, surface parking, or even in the city of Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh Parking Authority that was handling tickets, giving out tickets. They went overboard with price gouging, trying to charge from anywhere from the north side to downtown to the south side, trying to charge $100 to $250 for parking a day. And also, I guess Pittsburgh Parking Authority was raising a rate in regards to if you got a parking ticket. Now, they did all of that, and Pittsburgh Regional Transit announced to everybody, hey, you do a parking route or park at a certain place, we're giving free rides to that place, to downtown Pittsburgh and to the north side, where the two areas where the draft was going to be held at. Who's going to park their car? Who's going to park their car and pay up to $100 and $250 where you can leave your car parked for free out somewhere and go down there? So I think that was one of the main reasons why businesses on the north side, down on the south side, Strip District, got hurt in regards to business because people wasn't going to be driving when they saw them high prices. But all in all, it was a good event. There's a lot that Pittsburgh could learn from it, but I think they did a wonderful job. They had a lot of things going on for everybody, so I think the NFL is going to have it back to within 10 years, but that's remaining to be seen. But if you ain't make it out there, you missed a good time, because next year it's in Washington, D.C., and I'm not dealing with the foolishness down there due to who's in charge of this country right now. I won't even go down there. But I had a good time. I met a lot of new people, saw a lot of people I grew up with, and it was a good time. One thing I'll say about the Steelers draft, and this is on Drew Allar. Now, what I'm about to say, I was told this before Drew Allar was a starting quarterback at Penn State. Somebody I know that knows college football very well.
and it's actually multiple people, but when somebody brought this up to me, I asked other people. They told me the reason why top-notch skill players weren't going to Penn State was because the development of the quarterbacks. I'm actually surprised, Coach and Jim, you didn't bring this up because this touches on Gateway High School. On Monday, 2 days ago, 93.7 The Fan on Bob Pompiani's show, they interviewed Terry Smith, who's now the associate head coach at Penn State, which is also his alma mater. If anybody wants to know about Penn State and the way Drew Allar was coached up there, there's 2 interviews to listen to that day. Terry Smith from 93.7 The Fan, and there was another guy that they interviewed too. This guy actually played at Penn State, but he had to take a medical retire. His name is Landon Tangwall. They both were interviewed this Monday on 93.7 The Fan about Drew Allar. Let's just say they don't think the offense fit Drew Allar's skill set, and they felt that Drew Allar should have been a better quarterback. But the offense that who's the coach that got fired? James Franklin. The offense that he ran, he didn't run an offense that fits Drew Allar's skill set. And the reason why I'm gonna say this, and this actually changed college football for 3 years. And I'm not comparing Drew Allar to this person. I'm just saying the quarterback skill set when they went to the certain offense. Remember, in 1980s Oklahoma, stretch 85 through 87, they only lost 3 games. All 3 games they lost to was the Miami Hurricanes. 85 team lost to Miami. The late Jerome Brown, if I'm not mistaken, he tackled Troy Aikman, who was Oklahoma's quarterback. Oklahoma ran a wishbone offense, but since Troy was from Oklahoma, Barry Switzer promised Troy he'll start him there. But due to that offense, he ended up getting hurt. Oklahoma, behind freshman quarterback Jamel Holloway, beats Penn State in the Orange Bowl. Miami gets upset by Tennessee in the Sugar Bowl. Oklahoma's a national championship. 86, Penn State upsets Miami in the Fiesta Bowl on January 2nd when Vinny Testaverde had his worst game, and Miami's defense played great. It's just Vinny Testaverde threw like 5 interceptions after winning the Heisman. 87, Miami will beat Oklahoma. The reason why I bring that up is that Troy Aikman, when he left Oklahoma after Jerome Brown injured him, Barry Switzer worked with him. We're going to put you with a team. He goes to UCLA. He becomes the number 1 pick in the draft eventually. Rest is history. I'm not saying Detroit Aikman, but you need to understand, go to a school that fits your talent. Just don't go to a school because they're going to promise you to start. If they're not going to fit, especially a quarterback, if they're not going to fit your skill set, why go there?
Great point. Great point.
The person that I'm not if I'm in that situation, he's gonna have to work. Is Will Howard. Will Howard, even though he won a national championship, he was a 6th round draft pick of the Steelers.
And he was Tomlin's guy, not McCarthy's guy.
He was Tomlin's pick, not McCarthy. Drew Allar got an injury. I want to say it was was it the Oregon game or the Oregon? I don't know if it was the UCLA game because no. He got injured against Northwestern, yeah. Because I was out at on my birthday. Remember, I was at the Rose Bowl when they lost on my birthday at UCLA. But Drew Allar, he's coming off an injury, and he still was a 3rd round draft pick. So obviously, the pros see something that James Franklin wasn't doing with him.
Still, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I hate the pick. That was my worst pick, Sean. I didn't see much out of him. I don't blame it. Penn State has a history of not putting out great quarterbacks. I don't think they should have. I don't know. I think it was a reach. teams had him going in the 5th round. So we got to see, man. We got to see how it all shakes out. Any other thoughts, Sean? Because we got to wrap up here.
Other than that, I think the draft went fine with them. I know everybody got on the Steelers in regards to the Makai Lemon pick. This is one thing I'm going to say about that pick. A.J. Brown is pretty much going to get traded from Philly.
Right.
Now, the question is, yes, everybody said Makai Lemon. Is Jalen Hurts going to get him the ball? Because one of the issues people are having in Philly is that, yeah, we won a Super Bowl, we went to another Super Bowl. A lot of people in Philly, they won't come out and say it, but they felt he's regressed as a quarterback. And it showed in the playoff game against the 49ers. When the 49ers had injured players and they still pretty much shut him down.
We're going to see, man. We'll see how it all shakes out. We'll see how it all shakes out, Sean. But always, as usual, man, appreciate the call, bro.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay, guys.
All right, man. Be safe. Be safe. Hey, let's wrap up the draft. We're almost out of our time here. But so now we go to Gabe Rubio, Smoking Jim. Let's just hit these real quick. Gabe Rubio, Robert Spears, Eli Heinrich. Any of those guys have a chance to make the team? And what do you think about those picks?
Gabriel, like his dad, got a chance to get shot. Hey, listen, man, the Steelers drafted his dad. I think he's still got the NFL record. 5 years, 12 different teams. You know what I mean? Angel was a bum, and so is this guy. I gave to Robert Spears Jennings the safety, and Eli, who played in the WPIAL. We won't say the school, was a state champion. 1,900 receiving yards, a Navy record. I give that one an A.
You get that one an A?
And I give picks 11 and 12 an F because they didn't have picks 11 and 12.
All right. Big Row, what you got on the last three? Gabe, Robert Spears, Eli Heinrich from Mount Lebo.
I have the most faith in Eli Heinrich. I think that as far as we like to have Swiss Army knives people to play multiple positions, I think that he brings the most value out of those three players. So I'm excited about that. And he's hometown, so always got a soft spot for hometown.
Facts. All right. Claudio, your thoughts? Those last three: Gabe, Eli, and Robert Spears.
I thought you forgot about me, Luther. But anyway, I like Eli, and I know earlier on Rob's show, I'm not saying he's as good as this guy, but he reminds me of McCaffrey. McCaffrey might get 6 yards a carry. This kid might get 4.2. He might get 15 yards reception. This kid might get 10. But like Rome said, he used that word over and over, Swiss Army knife. This kid can be effective. I like the pick. I like the Steelers draft overall. I'll give it a B. But I would have liked to seen them get a running back. That Emmett Johnson from Nebraska, I'd like to see them pick him up. But I think overall, it may not be a shiny draft. It may not be sexy, but I think it's going to be effective. And that's what you want. Might not be, again, sustainable and effective. Just like some stocks, people invest in something shiny like cryptocurrency, which I did. But anyway, but you want the steady. This will not be shiny, but it'll be effective.
Okay. All right. Listen, in my opinion, Gabe Rubio, slow, raw. He's going to get cut immediately. No I don't think much value. Robert Spears, a lot of speed.
I think he'll be our starting nose tackle. Right.
Yeah. Robert Spears has a lot of speed, but he doesn't have great coverage skill. You gave him a blanket; he can cover a bed. Eli, I love Eli. Eli he's messed his name. Heinrich is going to be a steal. Mount Liba, I don't know why you don't want to say the name, Smoking Jim. He did it there, led him to the state championship, put up big numbers at Navy, hard-nosed player, good speed. Now, Claudia, you're going a little far with that CMC McCaffrey stuff. Just because he's a fast white guy, you don't have to compare him to
I didn't say he was as good. I didn't say he was good. He just reminds me of Tool-wise.
Top 5 running back, Claudio.
I didn't say he was going to be a top 5 back. I just said I was very specific. Where McCaffrey gets 6 a carry, this kid will get 4. McCaffrey gets 17.
I hope he gets 6 plays a game, Claudio. Not 6
I think he'll be effective. That was my point.
Right, I hear you. I'm messing with you, but you can't.
I know that.
Small guys, come on, man. That's one of the best running backs in the league. But I do like his game. I was even on WTAE talking about this guy. I love it. I love the pick, and I think he's going to do wonders. All right, Rome, your thoughts on Big Eli and Gabe, if you want to jump on him, and Robert Spears.
Are you asking me?
Big Rome, yeah, Big Rome. Give me all 3 as we wrap up here.
I said the one that I like the most is Heidenreich.
Okay.
I think I think that he's going to bring a lot to the table out of the 3.
All right, Ralph and Fillmore, what's your thoughts on this? And then we'll give our final. You want to go first, grade.
Fillmore, or you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead, Ralph. You good?
All right. Well, you know what? I think Rubio's going to be our starting nose tackle, man. I have a lot of confidence in him. So there you go. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on, bro.
Claudia knows this one. That's what this one was.
4 names here. I think it would be a depth safety if they even keep him. And my suggestion to this kid is to hook up on special teams, because he's probably not going to do anything else other than that, or maybe go and wax Mike McCarthy's car or something like that, or whatever. And but Heydrich, oh my gosh, man, that was just be another. He's going to be another. What's his name? The starting quarterback down in San Francisco. He's going to be the guy that. Yes. He's going to be the guy that got stolen in the 7th round. Yeah,
I love it.
Exactly, Brock Purdy. So I like this guy, and he brings a lot to the table. And let's see what Mike McCarthy has for him in the playbook. That's all. So, but out of the 3 of them, I give him a B, because Rubio. I'm telling you, Rubio gonna be our starting nose tackle, man. There you go.
Hey, Ralph, for a minute, I thought you didn't have a shirt on, man. I was like, was Ralph doing a show naked? But I was looking for the longest, and I finally saw. I'm like, what the
Ralph telling us none of his business.
Carhartt shirt.
I said, what the heck, Ralph?
No. I told you if the Steelers go to the Super Bowl. I told you if the Steelers go to the Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin, win, lose, or draw, I would do all my shows naked. It didn't happen, and I was right again. So there you go. I said they'd never go to another Super Bowl with Mike Tomlin, and I was right.
All right, Fillmore, go ahead as we wrap up, and let's get out of here.
It's like a rusty color shirt here.
Okay, all right.
It's a Carhartt shirt, one of a quality shirt. There you go.
All right,
awesome. So I can't trust a guy named like Rubio. He has a large mustache. So he's hiding secrets or something. I don't know. Can't trust him. But I do like Robert Jennings as a depth piece. He's a fast safety. He's not starting. He's a 7th round pick. You know what I'm saying? He's a 7th round pick.
Practice squad.
Cool. He's 6'2". He runs a 4.3. And he was good against the run, terrible against the pass, and man, put him in zone, let him learn. He's a downhill guy. Hey, right now he's gonna be on special teams, so I'm good. And we don't got any other safeties, so I like him. But I think Eli will make the team. He played a wing back. See, I played a wing T at Westinghouse. I was a receiver and a running back. I'm partial to the homie. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could run a whole route tree and that's run between the tackles. That's my guy.
All right, fellas. Final grade.
Hey, I played single wing at South. Single wing offense.
You admit
South
you went to
Tech.
South, bro? You admit you went to South, bro?
Yeah.
All right, Smoker Jim, final thoughts. Give us your grade and final thoughts
Yeah.
as we get out of here, man.
Well, I've been
My
right
school's
for
an apartment
15
building.
years in a row. I think it'll be 16 years in a row that I'm right. I gave the Steelers a solid D.
D. Wow.
Dang. Oof.
Okay. All right, Jim, tell us how you really feel. All right. I gave him a C. Mainly that pick of Drew Allar brought him down. That reach of Max, the Nigerian from in the first round was a reach. Caden Wedgick was a reach. They got a lot of guys way too early. I give it a C. It's just an average draft. Maybe two of these guys can really help the team this year. I only see two really helping. But all right, Fillmore, final grade. Any final thought?
I'm with you on to see because of Max and Drew, it dropped way down. So that I don't expect much from Drew. Yeah, Penn State has a horrible offense. Penn State is trash, but there's only so much you can do, so much coaching you can do when you don't have enough talent.
Right. All right, Ralph. Final grade.
I give him a C as well. I give him a C as well because again, I'm waiting to see what this coaching staff can do with these guys. We don't know yet. We know that Mike McCarthy has good coaches under his tree, and he's brought in some really good coaches. He kept a couple from Tomlin's staff, like Tom Arth, and so because Tom Arth was going to move on to something else, and he said, "No, stay here. I need you." And and Mike McCarthy is very good at working with quarterbacks. So we're going to see. I give him a C. We're going to see what happens with these guys.
Okay. All right. Claudio. And then we'll go.
As I said, an effective draft. I think that it was steady. They filled needs. I like offensive line. They got a good offensive lineman. They got a big-time receiver at number 2. Allar is going to be a couple years away. I think they'll be glad that they got him in the 3rd round, not a first round, not a second round, or good 3rd round. Overall, I like the draft. I go B.
Okay.
And they'll be glad they didn't get Lemon.
They'll be glad they didn't get Lemon. Wow.
They show up middle linebacker instead of quarterback.
Wow.
Hey, Claudio, they didn't get a Lemon, right?
Exactly.
No.
They didn't get a Lemon. That's right.
All right, Big Row. Great. Final thoughts.
I also give it a B. I like to think that they have B. B. B as in Big Row. B.
You just wanted to say that. Oh, gosh. All right.
Oh, my gosh.
4 down, 12 to go. Go Spurs, go. Listen, they have a lot of high ceiling picks. So I'm interested in that. And that's the reason why they got a B. If these picks pan out, we will have a bunch of starters on this team over here. And they might be reaches. That's cool. But if the reaches work out, that's fantastic.
That's right.
That's all that you're asking for.
Claudio and Big Rome, you guys are looking at it with black and gold glasses. I can't see how you give this draft a B, man. Next week we can look at some real drafts that are B's.
The Steelers stepped on y'all neck for so many years that y'all can't help but be downtrodden, and that's fine. Be that. You're the downtrodden part of the podcast, and understand that. All I know is that I won a tournament based off of what I believe.
Oh, here you go. You're going to keep bringing that crap up. One little tournament win when you took all number ones.
I still haven't got my belt yet, so I'm going to keep on talking until I get my belt.
We're 1-1.
Hey, yo.
I got the
Send
Super Bowl
his cash out, please, so he can get the money up to get my belt. You feel what I'm saying? Steel City Sports World Cash App. There you go. SC Sports World Cash App. Get his bread up. Let's talk to these gambling sites. Let's go talk to my man's over there so he can get that bread up in here. You know what I'm talking about? And so I can get my belt. So I can get off this belt. Because I'm about to win another title with the Spurs. So it's going to get worse.
Spurs? Oh,
so just let me get my belt so I can just wear it and keep my mouth closed.
I hope Wemby can make it through the whole tournament. He already got hurt and they only played 1 round. You know, I'm not convinced he could make it
And
4 rounds.
the gentleman's sweep. I'm good with it.
We'll see.
Let's
All right,
go.
Frank Jackson, Steelers draft was a D. All right, he's with Smoking Jim on that one. All right, fellas, appreciate you guys. Man, make sure you check out the website, scsportsworld.com, get you some merch. For Ralph, go check him out, RW Media, ClaudioRosano.com. Once again, Claudio going to the Hall of Fame, and we're really excited about that. Make sure you go support him.
Yes, he is. Congrats, Claudio.
Yeah. And I still say Omar Cohen got cooked last week. The fact that you get embarrassed that's horrible, man. He
numbers cruncher.
Numbers cruncher.
Hey, Jerry Jones did it, man. Jerry Jones did it.
But he shouldn't have had the opportunity. Once he dropped to the huh? All the way up to 4X. I got 4X. Shirts coming for you guys.
That's a shame.
But hey, maybe 5X too.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Hey, but guys, appreciate you guys for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
To close now for Frank, for Pensman, everybody, Underground, go check out Underground Sports show, and we'll check you out next time. Peace.
Yo, get ready. The game's about to ignite. Steel City Sports World. We ready to fight. From the steel to the field, we bring the heat. Luther J. Dupree Jr., ain't nobody can compete. Welcome to the show where the legends collide. Smoking Jim and Claudio right by my side. We break it down hard, raw like a hammer. From the Pirates to the Steelers, we light up the banner. Pittsburgh pride, straight from the heart. We cover every angle with a real work of art. Panthers making moves, high school shining bright in the Steel City. Yo, we ready for the fight. Steel City Sports World, nobody does it better. Bub Fillmore, Big Rome, we're the trendsetter. Ralph RW Media, bringing the vibes. Passion in our talk, you know we keep it live. In the Steel Town, where the grit meets the grind. We break it all down, we'll never fall behind. Aggressive like the players, we ride the high wave. Informing the masses, it's the truth we pave. With football fever, baseball dreams, Pittsburgh's got the hustle, ripping at the seams. Intensity unmatched, this is pure dedication. Your source for the game, this is our foundation. Steel City Sports World, we bring the truth. Aggressive and raw, we speak for the youth. From the pitch to the court, we lay it all down. In the heart of the city, we wear the crown. No bias, no fakes, it's the real deal here. We dissect every moment, keep your vision clear. We'll take you from the highs to the lows of the game. In the Steel City, we all feel the same. Luther's got the vision, the fire, the spark. As we dive into battles under the street lights dark. Let's talk about legends, from parks to pro plays. In the Steel City Sports World, we're here to stay. From the raw of the crowd to the end of the play, we break the news raw, there's no other way. With every play analyzed, every call put in place. Steel City Sports World, we own this space. So grab your gear, it's time to engage. In the world of sports, we set the stage. Luther, Smoking Jim and Claudio, Polio rise. Bringing Steel City pride, straight to the skies. Nobody does it better, we echo the